Hey broskies, what's up? It's Sona, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is gonna be very different from usual. I know I usually try to keep everything very joyful and funny and all that great stuff, but today I'm just gonna be here chilling and talking about something more personal to me, but also something that I feel like is really important for younger artists and beginner artists, or actually not even just younger artists. I think it's important for every kind of artist to hear this, regardless of how good you are. Every single artist out there either have gone through this kind of thing or they will. And I think it's really important to talk about, and also because it's been affecting me a lot and I really just wanted to get it off my chest. Alright, let's begin. So I've been drawing for a really long time. I mean, I've been drawing ever since I was a toddler. You know, it's something that I've always been passionate about and I've always loved drawing. And especially when I was younger, I drew all the time. I never wanted to put down the pencil, I just wanted to draw all the time, put all my imagination and my ideas and my characters onto paper. And of course, you know, at some point, every artist is going to experience, you know, insecurities about their art, comparing themselves to others. That's just something that happens when you're an artist, especially if you go on the media a lot, because you'll see a lot of different other people's artwork, and you'll just eventually end up comparing yourself to them, which is normal, but if you do it too much, it can make you feel bad about your art, and it can really weigh you down. So naturally, of course, I have gone through this when I was younger. I've been through phases of me comparing my art to other people's art, and it did weigh me down, but I've always gotten over it, and I've always been able to, you know, hold my head up high and just realize that not every artist is the same. Everyone learns at their own pace and everybody improves in their own ways. And after I learned that lesson for myself and I got over that, I've barely felt that way for a very long time actually, because I've learned to, you know, stay positive and just worry about my own art and improve myself instead of worrying about others. So yeah, I continued drawing, and then I, of course, eventually made this YouTube channel where I share my art with you guys. You know, I do art challenges, I do speed paints, all kinds of stuff relating to art, and this is my career and I love what I do. Naturally, over the years I've been gaining more subscribers, more people have been watching my content, and that means more people are seeing your art around the world, and that means more people are judging your art. And to be honest, aside from a few things here and there, I've actually never really had a problem with people judging my art or anything like that. And I'm sure there are comments, you know, criticizing my art, but I don't see them very often either. Criticism is good, by the way. I am fully open to criticism. I think it's a very good thing. But since I was really never told much bad stuff or a critique about my art, I never really felt the need to change it a whole lot, I guess you could say. I just thought to myself, oh, okay, my drawing is good, cool. And so I just went on doing whatever I wanted, and these past few years, I've actually slowed down my drawing a lot. I used to draw all the time, but I definitely do not draw as much as I used to, nearly. And because of that, you know, the less you draw, the slower you are going to improve. Of course, I have improved throughout the years. I definitely have, but definitely not as much as I could have. And it's actually gotten to the point where, believe it or not, guys, I barely draw outside of my videos. Usually the only time I draw is when I'm recording for a video. Like, that's literally it. So, you know, I literally go several days without drawing, which, you know, if you're an artist, you don't have to draw every day, but it's definitely not a bad idea to, if you want to improve a lot and stuff. And it kind of became that the less I drew, the less desire I actually had to draw, and my passion kind of just went down quite a bit from what it used to be, you know. And on top of that, for a long time, I was the only one working on my videos, so I had to edit everything by myself, and I had to do voice recordings as well, which actually take quite a while and can be pretty draining, which made me feel like drawing even less, and it just made me become very, very lazy with my art. And then that brings us to right now. So I really started thinking about all of this when I got a message from someone on Twitter. It's not someone that I knew. I didn't know who this person was. It was just a random person. This person sent me this very, very long message talking about how they want to see more improvement in my art and how I barely draw outside of my videos, it seems, and there's just so many things that I need to improve on that I've just been sitting on, and I could really do a lot better than what I am doing right now for myself as an artist. And at first when I saw this message, I was honestly baffled because I've never received a message like this before. I'm barely even used to receiving criticism, to be honest. But one thing that I did know is that this message came from a very good place. You know, this person wanted to see me improve. They were giving me genuine advice to help me improve as an artist. And at first I was like, you know, okay, I agree with them. I think it's pretty solid advice. And I just thought I'll definitely start practicing more. But after a while, I started really thinking about that message a lot, like literally all the time. That message was in my head because it made me realize something about myself myself as an artist that I didn't really pay attention to before until just now, and it's that I've really slowed down as an artist, you know. What they said was true. I barely draw outside of my videos, and I hardly ever practice anything with my art. And the thing is, a lot of the things that they pointed out that I could improve on was things that I have always been very, very aware of for quite a while now, but I just never bothered to improve on them or practice them to get better. And that's what really hit me hard, is that my passion for learning and improving about art has gone down tremendously, and I've become very, very lazy as an artist. So I started thinking about this a lot for the past week or two, and it's just really, really been eating away at me. And you know, at first I told myself, you know what, this person is right. I will improve, and I do want to improve as an artist and see myself grow. And don't get me wrong, I was very determined. I tried my best to stay positive, but after practicing my art for the first time in who knows how long, I realized how far I actually had to go. Everything that I drew, it was hard to draw. Even drawing the head and the face and all those things, it was just extremely difficult for me. And I just got really frustrated with myself whenever I tried to practice. And it made me feel really, really bad about myself, and I started feeling extremely insecure. That even though I've been drawing for so many years, and I call myself Sona Draw Stuff, that I could barely even draw something even just slightly out of my comfort zone. It just made me feel pathetic, it really did. I began to feel like a failure. I began to feel like I was just a bad artist. I was trying to look at other artists' art as inspiration in order to practice and better myself, but when I was looking at their art and I tried to draw what they could draw and I wasn't able to, I just got really frustrated and upset with myself. I began going into a negative spiral and just constantly comparing my art to their art and thinking that, you know, I was a bad artist and that I was a lazy artist and that I didn't even deserve to be an artist. And just thinking about how much I used to draw when I was younger and how passionate I used to be and how much time I devoted to developing my art skills versus now, it made me so upset, and it really hurt me a lot. And that was actually the very first time that I've ever cried about my art. The whole thing really did impact me emotionally and mentally a lot. At that point, I didn't even know what to do with myself, so I went to my boyfriend and I was telling him how I felt. I was crying and telling him how I felt like a terrible artist and how I thought my art was bad. But immediately he told me none of that was true and I shouldn't say those things. And it was never too late to improve. And even though I had a lot to work on, he still thought I was a great artist. And he really did make me feel better, and he really did help me pull myself together. And after a while of sulking and self-pity, I got back up on my feet, and even though I was still feeling kind of upset, I knew that whining about how I was feeling wasn't gonna make me a better artist. You know, all it was gonna do was hold me back. I had my moment of sorrow, but it was time to get off my feet and actually do this. So I began practicing, and a lot more than I have in a very long time, because like I said, I don't even draw outside of my videos. That's pretty depressing. But I've been drawing a lot these past few days, and at first it was frustrating. You know, it doesn't come right away. You gotta be patient with this kind of stuff. Not gonna become Picasso within 5 seconds. But after a while of looking at other artists' art for inspiration and looking at a bunch of references, which I actually never do, you should definitely look at references, I'm finally starting to see improvement in my art, and I've actually been trying out some new styles that you can see in this video right now. And I'm actually really happy with this so far. As I'm recording this, it's only been a few days since that negative episode I had about my art, but I'm already improving and drawing way more, and I'm enjoying every single second of it. I honestly haven't felt this way about art in such a long time, and I'm so happy that I finally picked myself back up and gotten back into the grind of things. And I just want to say thank you so much to that one person that went out of their way to tell me that I need to start practicing my art more. That message really opened up my eyes and made me realize a lot of things, and it definitely got me back on track. Huge thank you to that person if they're watching this video. And please guys, if you ever have any criticism for my art, please feel free to tell me. Literally anything, okay? I want to improve. I want to be the best artist that I can become. And I won't be too hard on myself, but at the same time, I definitely still want to improve and become a much better artist. I'm sorry if this video sounded all over the place, or maybe it didn't, I don't know. I don't write scripts, I just talk from my mind. But to any artists out there there watching this video, or to anyone who wants to become an artist, I really hope you got my message. Please, if you're ever feeling down about your art, do not over compare yourself to other artists, you know? Of course, it's important to see your differences, but don't take it to the point where you're making yourself feel bad about your art because someone may be better than you. There's always going to be someone out there who is better than you at art, you know? It's inevitable. Take inspiration from other people, use references, focus on your own art skills and yourself as an artist, and try not to drag yourself down too much because that's not going to help you become a better artist. Passion is very, very important. If you don't have passion, you don't have anything. So always make sure that you actually enjoy what you're doing and don't make art a chore for yourself. And that goes for any kind of hobby that you have or whatever. It's always important to make sure that you're enjoying it and not just have it be a chore. Thank all you broskies so much for watching this video, and if you agree with the stuff that I said or you just like this video in general, be sure to leave a like and also subscribe. And also check out some of my other stuff because it's pretty cool. Okay, bye!